the news and interviews you know and love. It's the Northwest's #1 racing podcast, the Shaun in the Dirt podcast. This is Shaun, and you're in the dirt.
Willie Croft is right now getting ready for the final night of Trophy Cup. And how you been?
I've been good. Thank you.
So this is it, we hear, right? This is the final ride for Willie Croft?
This is it. This is the final night. Little disclaimer, if someone has a opening weekend for Port Royal at some point in the near future, I'd be open to that. But yeah, no, this is it. Really looking forward to go racing with my kid. We're actually missing the first point night tonight for him at Red Bluff. Luckily, we got a really good sub driver, and we're allowed one sub. So we'll be at Red Bluff next weekend and running up there and running in Roseburg on the off weeks of Red Bluff. So yeah, it's not slowing down for me. We're just, kind of getting moving with him, and it's going to be a lot of racing this winter, and then a couple weeks off, and this spring we'll be racing again with him. So yeah, we're just getting him, trying to groom him into the, into the little race car driver, let's say, and a year from now, a little bit over a year from now, maybe you might see him in a 360 sprint car.
Oh wow! And he did get some racing in this year too, didn't he? Up north a little bit.
Yeah, we did the winter series last winter at Red Bluff. Then we ran all the Cycleland races. I think we missed a few, but anyhow, we will do more racing this winter now that we're pretty much free from the sprint car stuff. No building over the winter for me. It's just all here on out, all concentration on Cole, my son, and so we're gonna do more racing there and just hit it hard.
Talk about your career. You've had a great career, but mostly focused in California. But man, you were such a staple of Northwest, right? Not just Northwest, but yeah, also Northwest. I mean, the Northwest fans, as we know from the Northwest, I've talked to you a few times. You've done a lot of Northwest racing too, but also California. I mean, that's where you live. So, just a staple. How many years now has it been?
So apparently it's been off and on 25 years. I think my first full season was 2003. Maybe 4-ish, when I drove for Tom Fisher and Kyle Main. So yeah, it's gone by quick. It's been a long time, but it seems like yesterday. I was just like trying to figure it all out and whatnot, but it's been good. It's been fun. Met a lot of great people. Have a lot of really good friends that I see all the time, and that's going to be the hardest part, is not being around all my buddies. So I don't know. So maybe a year and a half from now, I can get acquainted, back with them with my kid. But no, it's been really cool. So much support over the years. I've driven for great car owners. With the Clyde Lamar, Tom Fisher in the beginning. Clyde Lamar teamed up with Kevin Kozlowski, then Kevin Rudeen just helping me for the last 4 years, and then able to drive his car here at Trophy Cup for 6 years straight, going to the Midwest with them, winning races out there with Big Shane here, and seeing some of the tracks I probably never would have seen. It's been pretty awesome. I mean, I just remember coming into the sport, man, if I can just win one King of the West, or back then it was a NARC race, or Golden State, if I can just win one of those, I'd be pretty happy. And to win, I don't know how many, 9 or 10 or whatever, and then win Trophy Cup and some of the bigger races. I mean, I far exceeded, my expectations. I came into this sport, on my own, like literally on my own money, my own, I didn't come for money, so I had to work for everything. And, I feel like I did a decent job on building my program up. And luckily for my kid, he's going to have, some good equipment to get into and some knowledge. I had to gain all that. And so, yeah, luckily, there's people that helped me with that too. And so I'm looking forward to being a crew chief and being able to watch a track and work on the car, rather than watch a track, work on the car, and try to drive it. So I'm really looking forward to that part.
Anybody you would like to thank? I know you mentioned a lot of car owners. Is there anybody else you'd like to thank that helped you over the years?
Man, there's so many people. I mean, there's so many product sponsors and other sponsors that helped me. There's been crew chiefs and crew guys. I mean, there's a long list of people that really had helped me and supported me. And I can't list them all. There is a long list, but thank you, everyone whoever has stepped up and helped. And, luckily there's a lot of my product sponsors and current sponsors that want to stick with the 29 car with my son. So that means the world. I mean, from Simpson and FK Rod Ends, Factory Cane, I mean, there's just a long list. BMRS, I mean, there's a lot of people that are in it for the long run. So luckily for me, we'll have that continuing on in a year and a half or 2 years.
Well, we'll miss you behind the wheel, but we'll love to see your kid get the race there. And great career. It's been a lot of fun to watch you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
This is Shaun. You're in the dirt. Justyn Sanders joins her right now, and man, that was a heck of a run. I think you're the only one that went 6-1 on your heat race Thursday night. And last night there was a lot of 6-2s, a lot of 6-3s, but nobody could do what you did on Thursday night, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the door's kind of open for me on Thursday, and I'm not going to say that, competition's not as good, but I got a, fairly, easier heat race. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but yeah, we were good in the feature, went 12th to 7th, a little hard to pass early in the race, and once we got going, I felt like we were really good. We could run the cars down in front of us and keep going. It's just, you never know what we're going to get, especially tonight. It's got heat races, got inverts, we don't know what kind of track prep we're going to get. It's usually hard to pass for the first 25, and the way it's been pretty slick, we don't know if it's going to take rubber again. So the hard thing is you really don't know where you want to stack up in points. It's like you want to get as many points as you can, but then on the other hand, finishing in this event weighs more than actually passing points and starting further back. So it's like I'm 5th in points. It's almost like I'm almost better not to go anywhere in my heat race and start further towards the front and try to hope to win the race. But you can't race like that. You just got to hopefully everything will shake out and the track will be racy for us, and we'll be able to move forward and pass cars and hopefully win this deal. Honestly, I feel like we've had one of the fastest race cars both nights, and last night we were really good and just got caught up in some mess in the back of that deal, and was kind of cruising early and hadn't really turned the wick up yet. And yeah, I don't know. That's really all we can say. Hopefully we can have the same speed tonight. We haven't really changed too much, honestly, all weekend. We kind of unloaded pretty good, and didn't qualify great last night. Just didn't I don't know. We just couldn't really put our finger on it last night. I don't know if I maybe ran too high, wanted to, or something like that. But no, I mean, we've been able to pass cars, been comfortable, been able to kind of move around. So I feel like that's key. You got to be able to pass here, and you got to have speed, but be able to pass in dirty air. And I think that's one thing this year that we've had versus what we had in previous years. We're on new cars this year, kind of on new wings, on all new package, KPC chassis and Titan wings, and FK shocks, everybody, high performance lubricants, FK rod ends, Walker performance filtration, everybody that helps us out. And Yuba Sutter Aviation, North County Plastering, Farmers Brewing Company, Mitch Reconstruction. Just we got a good car, and look for us to be coming forward.
Look at you saying everything before I even ask you. Look at that.
Trying.
So obviously that we're in the 360 this time, but man, do you like running the 360 or the 410, or does it matter? Because you've been fast in all of them. And look at that point battle in the NARC. I know you had a rough last week there. I think motor or something is what I heard and watched. But what a battle there, huh? It's going to come down to the end, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks because on that points deal, honestly, we've had the best race car, I feel like, all year, and we just had a couple DNFs due to part failures. We broke a steering box leading at Santa Maria by, over a whole straightaway with 15 in, and we had like 5 lap cars in between us, broke a steering box. We're running, third the other night and got tanked. I think Shane got it in the back of me or whatever and went to the back. I was still passing cars coming up from the back and would have had a chance to still keep the points stretch right there, and then blew up. So honestly, those just 2 DNF. Well, and then the first night out at Chico, I got turned around getting into 1 early, running 4th in the race, and got upside down. So it literally just comes down to those couple DNFs. Honestly, we've been in the top 3 almost every night. I think besides 2 races we finished, I think we've been in either top 4 or top 3 every night. So and had a pretty good win streak. So it's just nothing else you can say about that. We'll just have to hopefully go get them the next 3 races and we'll just have to try to win all 3 races. I think we got a car capable to do it. We actually got a new engine showing up. It showed up yesterday, so we got a new engine getting ready to put in. And like I said, I feel like our car's dialed. Like I said, I'm most comfortable I've been in the car, especially going to different racetracks and different packages and different track conditions, or anything of that sort. So I think I don't know. I think we'll be good. Like I said, tonight's the most confident I've ever felt racing around this place. I feel like I can slide guys. I can run the wall. I can kind of run the bottom. I can kind of do whatever I need to do, and I feel like our car's got good speed. So like I said, it's time to let it all go, and it's you got to find that game between going 100% and being smart going at 100% at the same time, because that's always the bad part, starting in the back of 24 cars or whatever, starting towards the back. Anybody could clip somebody and spin right in front of you and take your whole, just like what happened to me last night. Anything can do it, and there's your end of your night. So like I said, it's I don't know if I would want to start close to the front or where I'm at. We're just no matter what we're getting, we're just gonna have to go forward.
And then there's points, right? There's the finishing, and then there's points. So what do you want? Obviously you want to win it all, but then what one do you want more, right? So then there's that too, huh?
Well, that just all comes back to, like I said, this comes back to the racetrack. I remember the year Willie Croft won the Trophy Cup. He started 6th and won the race and won the Trophy Cup. So because I think it was racy for the first 15 laps.
Yeah.
And then it took rubber, and then there was no passing. Nobody was passing anybody, and Willie went from 6th to 1st and had the most points. And I think Crockett that year went from 21st to 12th, passed double the cars and was high point guy, and still didn't win the points. So you just never know what you're gonna get. Like I said, You just got to go when you're on track as hard as you can, pass as many cars, and if you just keep doing that, then everything else will fall out.
There you go. All right, well, fun to watch it like always, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
This is Shaun. You're in the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video. Corey Day joins me right now. Here getting ready for the final night of Trophy Cup, and I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to him very much here in the next few years, so we're going to take the advantage while we can. How you been?
Been good. Just finished our season on the road, so glad it's over with, and learned a lot, met a lot of people. So thought it was a good year, but glad to be home.
Looks like you guys made a big announcement right as the racing was starting on Thursday night, and you're going to run part-time next year. And it looks like they're going to put Spencer in the car full-time next year. Yeah.
I kind of chose Spencer to replace me for the full-time racing. I think he's a great guy. Him and I have been friends for a couple years now, and I think he's a good talent too. And I think here at JMR we can give him a good shot to really succeed. So I think he's a good guy and fits the mold for Jason's driver, and he got good racecraft, and he hammers it. So he was my choice.
So is it going to be the same crew pretty much, and then when you can drive a car, you'll just get in a second car? Is that kind of how it's going to work?
We don't really have it ironed out completely on how it's going to work. There will be a second team. Totally, they won't just pull a car down from upstairs. The team on the road will stand alone for everything that goes on for next year, and then I'll have my team for when I race. But personnel wise, we're not completely sure how that's going to work yet.
And you really don't know NASCAR, kind of any of your pavement stuff yet either, do you?
No, I have an idea, just nothing's set in stone yet. So I'm hoping that gets ironed out when I'm back in North Carolina these next couple weeks, and hopefully we get a sprint car schedule here soon, and I can start putting stuff together.
And you are running next couple weeks in NASCAR?
Yeah, Homestead next weekend, and then Martinsville the weekend after that.
And real quick to talk about before we get into the sprint car stuff, what were your thoughts on you ran ARCA, you ran trucks, and I've asked you about NASCAR way back, but you weren't really able to talk about it. So what were your thoughts actually getting in the car and in the truck? And I know I've been watching because I got to watch Corey Day, right? But what obviously that wreck at the mile and a half that you were on you were just riding along, it seemed like to me. But what were your thoughts on the two different tracks?
Bristol was cool, but it's really hard. The half mile stuff, you lift a lot and use brake, and to me that's pretty foreign. So that was it was really, really challenging to be disciplined for 400 laps, 200 in the ARCA car and 200 in the truck, and I thought Bristol was cool though. I think it's every race car driver's dream to run Bristol one day. So that was really cool to check off the list. And then I loved Kansas. It was I got the sense that I was driving the race car hard there because you can run a lot of throttle, and a lot of fun. Had two really great race cars, and I got taken out in the truck there. I don't really know what happened with that 42 guy just hung a ride or something broke. Not sure, but that's just part of that. So I think it's fun. It's something new, and as a race car driver, I think doing new stuff is fun no matter what it is.
And what's it like? Because as one of these, you might get bugged by me, or you might get bugged by like a Tony or a thing. But there, you got the NASCAR reporters, you got all the TV. What was that like? Because I know I saw you do a pre-race interview. I saw and they usually don't do a lot of the younger people, right?
Yeah, it's it's definitely a lot. It's a lot more outside of the race car than this is for sure. And it's an all-day thing, whereas this is this driver's meeting at this race is early, but normally you can show up to the track as a driver at 4:30 and be just fine. There you're there at 9 in the morning. So definitely a little different. Got to get adjusted to that, but it's a fun time, and I think that's where I want my career to end up. So I got to put the work in.
It's cool to see the growth of you. Obviously, seen from where we've seen you, we're pretty lucky that we got to see you race a lot, and now look at what we get to see. Now we get to see you on TV, so that's a pretty cool deal. Now, Trophy Cup, you were trying to do Corey Day things last night, and it seemed like you just kind of got stuck there, huh?
Yeah, I don't really want to go out and say it, but the track surface just has not been, what it should be at this place for this race and this format. So, just been disappointed all week with how it's been, and, just doesn't really give you a chance as a driver if you, hit the invert spot and you start in the back. When it's rubber down, you can't pass. So, I needed to win that last night if I wanted a chance to win. I want to say win tonight. Anything can happen, but I don't think anyone's ever won Saturday night from the 16th place in points starting the night. So we'll have to have a miracle go our way tonight, and got to win every time I'm on the track. And at that point, we can still get beat. So just got to hope it goes our way. And if we do our job, that's all we can do. But definitely just hope we get a better track surface tonight that's racy and allows me to do what I do.
Well, thanks for the time, and good luck in all the future endeavors.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Shaun, you're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video. Trey Starks joins us right now, and you seem to be making some news the last motors and different cars, and so I got a question real quick. Are you getting the itch to start driving back on the national scene?
Not really. I'm really happy to be able to do this deal and race a little bit here and there, but I'm pretty much maxed out right now with what we're doing. So, but nevertheless, really happy to get down here and come run for the whole Rudeen crew. It's it's an amazing car that I think every driver in the world wishes they get to run. So I'm just happy that I got my opportunity, and we're trying to make the most of it. And then we got a motor down here for Dominic. He was having some struggles, and I told him that instead of not running, I got a perfectly good motor here at home that needs to be down here and run. So I'm glad it's working out for him, and we're down here and we're having some fun.
How is the Rudeen car? I mean, is it a little different for you, or because it's not your own equipment? I mean, you were in a 410 last week in Texas with high limit. That was a little different too, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit different, but I mean, they got really good equipment, so it's really easy to adapt to, and all the guys are great to work with. The car's great, so we've had great speed all weekend. We just ran into some really bad luck last night in the feature that put us way back in points. So we'll see if we can pick up all the pieces. We got the heat race tonight to make up some more ground, so I think we're set up to be in a pretty decent spot.
And I heard that this came together pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, I got a call early this week, so didn't get a whole lot of time to get everything together. But again, when you get a chance to get to run for Kevin Rudeen, you kind of do everything you can do to make it work, and we're just kind of helping them out temporarily until they figure out what they're doing for next year. I'm just glad to get the opportunity for sure.
And you had a great season. I mean, you picked up the 360 up there at Skagit and won a ton of races again, and have that 55 rolling, don't you?
Yeah, no, everything's been going good back home. It's we had a great season. It's awesome to get to run a couple extra races here, and maybe help us get a little bit better for next year.
And I know he was disappointed that he didn't have the GoPro on the car there when you got those 2 high limit races, huh?
Yeah. It seems like every time we have the camera on, I either do something stupid or get caught up in something, which I guess makes for exciting film. But maybe I think we got a camera on tonight. We'll see if we can get a good finish.
And those were big, as we you and I talked on the podcast. But those were some big wins for you. And how's dad life doing? Yeah. Well, you seem like you're traveling a lot now, huh?
Yeah, maybe it's just taking advantage of it while I can. We got get pretty busy here, so I actually brought my wife and my kid down here, so
awesome.
They're down here hanging out, and just really enjoying what we're able to do right now. Life gets really busy, and so it's nice to be able to take a little bit of time and do stuff like this. It's been probably, besides when I came in here a couple years ago to run for Dominic, it's probably been 10 years or so since I've been down here. So it's just as exciting as I remember, and we're just happy to be back at Trophy Cup.
All right, well, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
This is Shaun. You're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video. Robbie Price joins you right now. Really good run on Thursday night for you guys, huh?
Yeah, no, we were good. We unloaded out of the box pretty good. Heat race decent, and then the feature just kind of started fourth. I was a little worried about how racy it was going to get, and man, I just felt like I had really good pace the whole time. Colby slid me there for third, and I just kind of fumbled on the curb and just got back in line and searched around probably in the rub, trying to find the rubber off of 3 and 4 for too long. That's probably where he got the run on me down the front straightaway. But yeah, no, I searched around a little bit. I probably should have just stuck to the lip, but I also know how this place races, and I figured I'd be up there and about 12 cars would pass me in the rubbers. So I just moved around a little bit, and it was a really good prelim night. It's probably the best I've ever felt here, so we were really happy after the first night.
And what about last night?
Last night, qualified decent again. The heat race, I got to third or fourth, and I knew that I had to try and beat Gordon to be the high point guy to make it. And he kind of got, me and another car kind of got racing, and he got by both of us, and I was trying to go, and I just got together with another guy and folded the nose wing back and everything like that, but it's kind of a racing deal. So then we ran the B, and I started 7th in the B, I think, and then just trying to push the first couple laps, but I didn't really seem to be able to get up to the 4th spot for the transfer, so then I just kind of searched around and didn't really push it 110%, didn't really want to stack the thing up. I knew I had a really good first night to kind of lean back on.
And you haven't, obviously with you running out on the Outlaws, you haven't been able to run Trophy Cup, so it's a couple of years, right?
Yeah, I think 2021 or 22 is probably my last Trophy Cup, so I've missed a handful here and there, but man, I was religious here the first couple of years of my career. I'd come down and stack everything up and go home, and come down and stack everything up again the next year.
It kind of seems like the Northwest. We got the Northwest corner back here, huh?
Yeah, we got a little hometown going on, a little Skagit Speedway over here.
Is what, like 11 full-timers over here?
Yeah, there's quite a few. I was surprised with how many people actually came down. So it's good to see. It's a good race. I love this race. So every year I try and make it no matter what. Yeah, we're here, and I don't know, see how it shakes up tonight.
Can't beat the weather.
Yeah, no, especially when it's raining like it is at home.
Wind. I heard there's some crazy wind storm going on too.
Yeah, I try not to look. I know where I'm headed tonight.
Yeah. All right, who'd you like to thank?
Shark Racing Engines, Grinders Automotive, Malahat Auto Wrecking, Cow Creek Mining, Robbie and Lee Layton, Saratoga Motorsports Park. Josh is down here helping this weekend. Grinders down here, Jeff's down here, and Rob from the island there. A couple of good sponsors. Mark's down here, obviously. So I got to.
You keeping Shark in line?
Yeah, and it keeps me in line. I keep him in line a little bit. So it's a little back and forth. So and I got a great group of guys, and we bust our tails. But at the same time, when you have this many people that kind of do, everybody does the one job, and it makes for a relaxing maintenance day.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
This is Shaun in the Dirt, Cali Dirt Video. Landon Brooks joins you right now, and what are you, the super sub?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Obviously subbing for Justyn. He hurt his back at Douglas, so it sounds like he's getting better. Sounds like he'll come back next week. So, glad he's doing better. Back injuries aren't stuff we like.
No, never want that on anybody, right?
No.
So, how's it been going in the 42?
Good. We're learning obviously each other every night, and I feel like each night we're getting better and better. So, as long as I do my job and clean some stuff up, made a lot of mistakes on restarts last night. As long as I clean that stuff up tonight, I feel like we'll be pretty good.
And it seems like a great team to work with, huh?
Yeah, no, they're really fun guys. We all got smiles on our face all night, so it's a fun group to race with, and hopefully I can do a good job for them.
Where I've been sitting, I watch them over there cheering. Man, they go crazy when you're out on the track.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah,
it's a party.
Yeah, it is for sure. It is.
Talk about your season. You got to run with Rooster a little bit or a lot, right? You got to win at Skagit. You got to run back at Knoxville. You got all over the place, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I was fortunate to go to a lot of cool racetracks this year and learn a lot. You know, you don't get to really run big racetracks with the way our racetracks are out here. So, you know, it was good to get back there and learn a lot. You know, racing with the best, you know, and obviously racing 410 stuff, which I really haven't raced much. So it was a big learning curve for me, and you know, we had a couple good nights, but you know, obviously you just learned a lot every night. We struggled, but you know, I still took a lot from it and learned a lot from it.
And you're one of the ones that everybody says who's the you know, up and coming guy that everybody's looking out at. Your name seems to come off the tongue first.
Yeah, no, that's you know, makes me happy. Obviously, I still got a long way to go to you know, be at the top level. But you know, I just try to learn as much as I can each night, and you know, hopefully we will be one of them guys one day.
And your cage cart, I think, is what really has made that pretty fast, because man, you can wheel one of those things. I saw you wheel a cage cart a few times, and that thing it's amazing to watch. Are you going to be able to race the cage cart much this off season?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. You know, I don't think I'll be able to race for points, but I'll try to run as much as I can.
So, doing with Jimmy there in the.
Yeah, I love racing with Jimmy. That's the main reason why I go back. Just it's a great time racing, and you know, just try to stay busy during the winter. It's you know, obviously ain't much to do, and it's indoors, so we can race when it's raining and you know, when it's not raining. So it's cool to get back with Jimmy. I'm excited to get back racing with him, and yeah, you know, I wouldn't probably be where I'm at right now without him. So you know, once he picked me up, I feel like that's when my career kind of just you know, boosted a ton.
And he's got great equipment, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, super nice guy. He's you know, we're all to ourselves when we're at the racetrack, so a lot of people might, you know, think differently of him, but you know, he's a super nice guy. He's you know, done everything he can for me to get me the next level, and you know, still helps me to this day.
Who would you like to thank?
You know, Joshua Bates, Roger Hamilton, Hayden, Scotty. We got Rev, Chip, and Brad back this week, so you know, fun group to be around, and you know, hopefully we can have a good night.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
This is Shaun. You're in the dirt. Cali Dirt Video.